Yes.
In reference to citizenship, does that 3-year period begin with the issuance of your residency visa? And can you kind of explain the process of going through that?
Okay. Once it has to be accounted days, that you have to have accounted days 3 years, like 1,000, I don't know, 1,100 days maybe, I don't know. That you have to prove that you have been in the country for 1,100 days. They don't have to be continuously, but so that could be that over a period of 7 years, you have accounted 1,100 days. And then you will have to take a Spanish test. That won't be multiple choice. That one you will have to write and respond Spanish, and it will be history of Ecuador. You will be request to sing the national song. No, that's not. That's not. But you will have to work with your Spanish. There are some publications so that they know if you have heard someone that is against your becoming an Ecuadorian citizen. We have never seen that, so no one come and complies. But you have to publish that this person is going to become an Ecuadorian citizen, and if no one protests, then you will have your passport. That will be the main difference. Yes, this gentleman here did have a question.
Just wanted to go back to your conversation about guns and self-defense.
Yes.
It sounds like using a gun for self-defense is a pretty risky thing.
Yes.
And nobody wants to get into a knife fight with somebody with a knife. Everybody's going to get hurt if you do that.
Yes.
Are there any other weapons of self-defense that are acceptable? I'm thinking like mace,
Yes.
Mace,
Yes.
taser.
Yes.
Are those acceptable?
Yes.
Not looked at like a gun.
I know. It's all of this is an area that I really hope we don't have to talk it in the first place. But I know it's for some of you it's necessary to find out. But you know it's called the electricity one's called
Taser.
Right, the laser, taser, all of those, the gas, all of those will put you in a better situation than a gun. I mean, it's not, it won't be like, an excess force use.
They sell them in Loja.
They sell it in Loja?
Does the 1210 visa still exist?
Excuse me?
Does the 1210, most people here who come in to do residency at some stage they need a 12-9 visa,
Yes.
12-9. Does the 1210 visa still exist, or has that been
No, the 1210 still exists.
So technically, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe some people are interested, it's possible technically then to stay in Ecuador year round, more or less, through a 3-month tourist visa, a 6-month 12-9, a 3-month 12-10.
Well, no. What will happen is that once you choose the 1210 in the same year, you will be requested. The only chance you will have to extend your stay continuously here in Ecuador will be to go ahead for a residence visa. Otherwise, you will have to leave the country, and then you will have months later you will have to be like a year later, so you can come and do that same circle again. So in theory, you could be up to 9 months here instead of the 12 months. But 9 months, and then you have to leave for a full year, and then you can do this. In the 3rd year, you can do the 9 months again.
Okay, thanks.
You will have to help me see who. I'm sorry if I'm not respecting the order of the questions, but yeah.
Is there dual citizenship allowed?
Yes. Depends on the country, but with United States there's dual citizenship, no problem. Canada there's dual citizenship. Yes.
So once you have your permanent residence, you have this 2-year requirement that you cannot be out of the country for more than 3 months. And in the 3rd year, you said 18...
18 months.
Continuous.
18 months, yes.
Yes, so I don't understand that there's only 12 months in a year, so...
Okay. Let me explain that. Okay. The first 2 years, you have 90 days per year.
Can that be broken up? Can it
Could be broken up. Could be broken up.
Doesn't have to be continuous. Any way you want.
And also, as far as we know, nobody is checking that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Technically,
you can't.
I have clients that for medical reasons or for different kind of, you know, someone dies and at home, or they have to leave immediately, and they have been like 6 months out. When they come back, nobody says you have already spent more than 90 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't have a consequence of determine a consequence about that. Now, regarding the 18 months, that is that when the 3rd year comes, the law says that you can go ahead and leave the country for 18 months. You see?
Right.
And then you have to come back.
Oh, so you
No
have
more
to
than
come
18
back.
months.
No more than 18
And when
months.
does that 2-year period start? Is it when you get your residence visa, your cedula, or your censo?
What is the stamp in your passport? The day of stamp in your passport.
Technically, you can stay here for 18 months, and you will have fulfilled your requirement for the 2 years, right?
No, it means that.
Oh, is it 3 months a year?
No, it's 3 months. It's 3 months a year. Yeah, it's 3 months per year. Yeah.
So this young lady's been trying to ask a question for a long time.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
And you may have covered this, or people might know, but if you were to buy property just to get your residency,
Yes.
say, and you value it at $25,000, how long does that money need to be tied into that property before you can try and sell it or get your money back out? Is it just until you get residency, or do
You don't have to
keep it
deposit
for-
it.
No. If you have your property in your name,
Yeah.
Any property in your name will be good enough. They don't need to see how you have paid or if it was a deposit.
Right, but how long do you have to keep it?
In your name?
Yes.
That's a good question, because you know you are supposed to keep it all the time that you are a resident on that ground.
Okay.
Now, because the document they give you, it's a local ID that will, you know, your cedula. For some of you, I don't know if you have got lately your cedula, but sometimes it's at least 15 years. So, and now that the census is indefinite, you know, apparently there will be no way that they can control that. Because you will have a document, your cedula will be 15 years, your census will be indefinite. So my guess is, for example, if you need a new passport and you go to the authorities and say, I need the visa stamp in my new passport, then they can say, okay, I need to see that you have update, that you still be the owner of the property under which we'll give you the residence. And after the 15 years, when you need to renew your ID again, probably will be the same thing.